Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Tuesday Live. This is YouTube, and today I want to talk about big changes that are happening in family-based immigration, specifically changes to the way we file the green card adjustment of status, the big changes to the form, I-485. We now have to submit medical exams when we file for adjustment, and I think this is just kind of like one beginning of many changes that we're going to see in the employment and family-based immigration. So I think it's important to talk about it and give an opportunity for you guys to ask your questions. So the changes to the adjustment of status form is one of a big series of changes that we're going to see immigration is going to be implementing in the next few months. And so I think it's important to address it. And I'll cover all this in the live stream. I'll also give you a chance to ask your questions. So if you are here tuning in, let me know where you're from. I want to hear, I want to see your names. I want to see where you're from. It's almost the end of the year. We've been posting a lot of videos. I've been counting that I've been doing videos, at least minimum 2 videos a week in the past month or so. I definitely wasn't able to post as much, but at least 2 or 3 videos a week, and we're going to increase our capacity in 2025. We're going to do a big live show. We've got Anna from California. We've got India in the house. Arizona. Nice. Excellent. Yeah, let me know where you're from. You can post your questions in the comments and we'll dive in. As you know, we have one of the oldest and most comprehensive YouTube channels for immigration on the web. We've been around for about 8 years. And a lot of you follow me also on Instagram. We have a big community on Instagram as well, and TikTok, and I appreciate it. And I'm going to do something special for you guys. It's the end of the year. We're going to offer some special consultation rates, special discounts on legal services because I want to give back. We want to give back. We've got a lot of people here from all over the world. And wow, we've got the Philippines. Excellent. So let's talk a little bit about, and then we're going to join our TikTok community as well. Remember that starting now, if you file for adjustment of status, you got to submit form I-693 medical exam. And you have to do the full vaccination report when you submit it with the adjustment. If you're not going to file it together, you're not going to be able to get, they're going to reject your application, right? So, and by the way, I did record the visa bulletin video today. It's going to be released tomorrow. Updates about F4, F2B, F2A. We have a lot of movement in these categories. I'm going to mention that as well, maybe later in this video. The big movements are in F2A, F2B. We have a small movement in F3. We're talking about 3-4 months, not more than that. And you'll see in the video tomorrow. I'm going to post it. And I'll take some questions from you guys as well in a second. Thanks for joining me on this beautiful Tuesday night. Now, remember, applications submitted without the medical are going to be rejected. Also, Form I-864W, which is basically a form for exemptions. If you have any exemptions in your medical and financial support, you don't need this form anymore. It's going to be embedded within the new 485, so you don't need to submit it. And the exemptions are now part of the 485 form. And this is just one part of changes that the government is going to be implementing in the next year. You're going to see a lot more changes. Let's take some questions from you guys. Can somebody adjust his status from H-1B to F1 during the 240 days extension period with expired I-94? So if you have an expired I-94, you're already out of status, you can do it. There is an exception rule, which you can argue the exception, and they should be able to allow you to do it, but you have to explain them correctly how to do it. The reason why your I-94 expired. I have my I-130 from approved. I've been living in the US for 10 years, waiting for asylum interview. How can I speed up my process to get a green card? So all of you guys that are waiting for asylum, you're trying to speed up the process. The only way you can do that is if you can file for a different status, right? So for example, from asylum, you file for green card based on marriage, and that would be another way you can do it. F3 India is going to be progressing. So there is a movement forward in F3 India in the January 2025 visa bulletin, which I did a video today, and you'll see that video probably released tomorrow, and you'll be able to see it. So yeah, there is movement. When are these changes going to be implemented? These changes are implemented as of February 10th, 2025. So that's the deadline, February 10th, 2025. Let me see here. Can you help clients in all 50 states? Yes, we can. In fact, anybody who's watching this live stream right now, all you have to do is send a text message to this number, and I'm going to do something cool for you. We have 2 weeks before Christmas. Now we are December 10th. Essentially, if you're watching this live, take a screenshot, take a picture of this, and you can text this number, and we're offering 15% off any case you're going to start with this office, even if you started and it continues to next year, as long as you retain us before the 24th. Using this number, you're going to get 15% off of the services just offered to the people watching right now live. Anything, marriage case, extensions, 15% off. It comes down to big numbers, especially, immigration cases are not cheap, and we're trying to help our clients. 15% off before December 2024. If you take action this week, take advantage of this. This comes up to big numbers. I'm going to post the number again throughout the live, but make sure you take advantage of this opportunity. 15% off, guys. Make sure you can we talk live on YouTube and discuss live my situation? Yes. So I'm gonna invite some of you guys live. I'm gonna post a link, and you can go live and ask me questions on video. And the link, I just posted it in the comments right here. This is the link. Copy and paste in the comments, and you're gonna join in the studio, and I'll be able to join you live. Take advantage of the live opportunity. You're here with me right now, and let's talk about it. For EB1 green card, is there any way to speed up and final dates? Any change for adopted child in the green card process? So EB1A doesn't have a wait time. You can speed up the last steps in the process for sure. It's just that it depends on what stage of the process you are, but you should be able to speed it up. Once again, if you guys want to go live, use the link and I'll add you. Can someone with asylum-based green card petition with a pending asylum adjust the status without requiring them to return to their home country? Yes, it depends. It depends on when you filed the asylum, were you in legal status or not. If you were in legal status, you can do that. If not, then what about EB1 India? EB1 India, no change from last month. It's still faster than any other category for Indian people. So if you qualify for EB1A, I recommend for you guys to do it. I definitely think you should. So the link is right here, guys. I post the link again. Copy the link, join live. I put you on video if you want to join. And we are going to get our TikTok viewers as well. TikTok viewers are joining right now. So we have YouTube here. We have TikTok here. Let's take a question from Muhammad. As a U.S. citizen, I filed for my wife. NVC has approved my documents. It's close to 1 year. I'm still waiting for an interview. Do you have any idea when I can expect an interview? Priority date 3/3. So it depends on which embassy you're at, right? So you shouldn't be waiting for too long, more than 3 months at the NVC. Welcome our TikTok friends. We are live on YouTube as well. Let me know where you're from. tuning in, and I see the hearts and the likes. I wish I could do the same hearts and on YouTube. But post your questions and let's get it done. And once again, as I mentioned here, and the same, I'm offering people on TikTok. If you're watching this live right now, make sure you use that phone number that I put on the screen. Text the number and claim your 15% off. And if you're watching this on TikTok, there's a link in my bio, a phone number there. Send me a text, and you're getting 15% off any legal services before December 24. That's the offer for our live viewers because you're here live, and other people are not live here. So you guys are gaining. So post your questions, guys, on TikTok. I'll get to you in a sec. I filed C9 EAD card since March 2024, but haven't received the EAD. Is it normal? Right now, some of these EADs are taking about 9 months, but I would definitely check. I would definitely check with USCIS. Some of them are taking a long time. Mohammed, your embassy is Sierra Leone, so Sierra Leone is definitely very, very slow. I don't think you're gonna get an interview before 6 months. All right, welcome, our TikTok friends. How long does our DACA renewals taking right now? Right now they're taking. Some clients are reporting about 10 to 15 months. It depends on where you file it and where you reside. Sandra is asking, I got an RFE, STEM OPT, and then notice of intent to deny, but then the NOID was canceled. What should I do? Make sure your case is still pending. If your case is still pending, that means I'm still working on it, but I wouldn't just let it go. I will file a formal inquiry with level 2 supervisor. Thanks for the flowers, the hearts. Guys, remember, we have a goal here, and let's get that goal 50 lightning. Once again, if you're watching this on TikTok live, click the arrow below, share the live so more people can join. And again, if you're watching this live, go to the link in my bio, send me a text. You're getting 15% off any legal services in the next 2 weeks, December 24, or a discount on consultations. Please use the link in the bio and send me the text. And you guys of YouTube, I already shared the number with you because I want to give back to the live viewers. I appreciate you guys being live here, and those that are not live, they're missing out. Question from Kelsey. Sir, AOS pending marriage, British married to a US citizen, priority date April, received a month ago. Can I request to expedite my 485? Yes, absolutely. You can do. So if you guys are filing an adjustment of status and you want to expedite your emergency travel, you just have to get a letter from the doctor, prove the medical emergency, and you can get the travel document the same day. King says, an officer told my case is under 221G and said nothing needed. Will they reach out to me? So if your case is in admin processing, 6 months went by, I would do a formal inquiry. If your case is pending for a year and nothing happened, you should definitely consider a lawsuit. There's no reason why your case would be sitting there for more than 6 months. Great questions here on TikTok. And if you guys want to go live on video, join the queue and I'll take your video. And the same thing for YouTube. I'm posting the link. If you want to join live on video, don't be shy. Hadas, I need a lawyer. If you need a lawyer, go to the link in my bio. Send me a text right now. Say, I saw you on the live. I want to join. I want to work with you because I saw you on the live, and you offered 15% off legal services because it's the holidays, and I was live and I didn't miss it. Can you help clients in all 50 states? Absolutely. We can help clients in all 50 states because immigration is federal, and because we do this online and you're watching me now, we can help you in all 50 states. All you have to do is, if you're watching this on YouTube, you use that number right now and say YouTube live when you text, and then you say, I saw Jacob live, I want to book a consultation or want to start legal services, and he said it's 15% off because we saw him live. You can do that. And those of you guys on TikTok, all you have to do is go to the link in my bio. That same number is there specifically for my live viewers, and say I want to book a call or 15% off legal services until December 2024. Take a screenshot of my face. You can text it to them. Take advantage of this because It's the holidays. Why not? And you're here live, and I appreciate all of you, YouTube, TikTok, the best communities. We have a first person who wants to go live on video on YouTube, and I'm expecting more TikTok people to join on the queue. So I'll take you live as well. We've got Mr. King here. Let me know where you're from. One question, and I love the outfit, by the way. Uh,
Appreciate it.
if you those of you guys on TikTok, I wish you see King. He has this beautiful white outfit. And please tell me what's going on and where you're from. Yeah,
Originally from Sudan. I've been residing in the
yeah.
US
Okay.
here in Atlanta for
All right.
14, 15 years.
All right.
Um, my I currently, so with the situation going on in Sudan, there's a
Yeah.
war
Of
happening over
course.
there. Initially, I have my I did the case for my wife. She was supposed to have an interview in the embassy in Egypt
Right.
last year in August, but since Egypt changed their entrance for like Sudanese citizens, so I just
Yeah.
moved the case to Ghana because I have
Okay.
family that stay there, and
All
it's
right.
been a year since they've been there, and their case is still pending. I was actually just going to reach out to you to see if I
Yeah.
can.
So let me tell you something. If you have cases in that part of the world, Ghana, other African countries over there, if you try to expedite and it didn't work, then I would do congressional inquiry, because congressional inquiries right now, they can give you status as to the timing of the embassy, right? So do the congressional inquiry first. If you haven't done it yet, right?
I did. I did. I got them all. They keep telling them, hey, they just have to wait. It's a slow
Okay.
process.
So if
Yeah,
you've done this, have you done an expedite or no?
I did. They don't do expedition or expedite cases out of Ghana.
Right, right. So they haven't done it.
Yeah,
But your case is going to a different post right now, right?
it's in Ghana right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, it's tough because we have to keep pushing them. It's the only
yeah.
way. If you want to
Uh,
reach out to me directly, maybe we can find another way to do a
sure,
collaboration where we can put some
absolutely.
pressure on them.
Yes, sir.
They don't like to see my name on the email. Whenever they see my name, they know it's a pain.
Absolutely. Like
So
I
we'll
need
try
I
it.
need a absolutely
We'll try it. Send me a text and we'll work on it.
on this same phone number that you got
Yeah,
on here.
I'll be right here. Yeah.
Perfect. Yes,
Just
sir.
mention you
We'll
were on
do
the
that.
live. Okay. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So, some of these embassies are pretty hard to deal with. Good questions on TikTok here. What is the timeline for those applying for a green card applications for asylum? Asylum right now, as a general rule, is taking forever, especially if you're waiting in queue for your interviews. Some people are waiting 7 years or more. If you have other options to switch from asylum, and a lot of people here are talking about getting married to U.S. citizens, employers sponsoring them. If you apply for your asylum when you were still legal, you can still do that, right? Let's see. We got another person on TikTok who wants to go live on video. So we'll take one on TikTok, one on YouTube, and we'll try to give a chance to everybody. Now, remember, immigration is federal. A bunch of you are asking me those questions, so I'll repeat it again. The reason why we can help clients in all 50 states, unlike a criminal lawyer or a divorce lawyer, is because federal law is federal, right? Immigration is federal, which means that we can license in one state, we can help clients in all 50 states. So all you have to do is use that number, send me a text, and we'll help you. And take advantage of our holiday special. 15% off is a big time help for expensive cases, because most immigration cases are expensive. Are you joining us live or no?
Yeah, I'm here. How
Yeah.
you doing?
Can you use your camera or no?
Sorry, no.
No worries. Okay. Ask your question. Where are you from? And so everybody can hear and learn. And that's the whole point. The whole point of the community here is to learn from each other. We're all going through the same thing, waiting for visas. Family members are stuck, applying for asylum, applying for green cards based on EB1. So what's your question?
So my question is, I'm from Ghana,
Right?
and I won my asylum. That was this year.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting to apply for the green card, and I want to know, under the new administration, the
Yeah.
timeline going to change for the green card application or not?
That's a good question. So he's asking if the timeline is going to change under the new administration for green card based on asylum. Nobody knows, right? I mean, I can give you a guess what's going to happen. He's not going to touch the process. They're not going to change the process, but what they're going to do is it's going to be much slower, right? So, but it's not going to be right away. So probably within the first year, you'll see more backlogs, because they're going to be more strict, right? So I think that's the main change you can anticipate.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right.
All right.
So, a lot of people are worried about what's going to happen during Trump. I see a lot of questions here. Um, what's going to happen, during the administration, a lot of anxiety about this. I can tell you that, yes, there might be some changes. Maybe it's going to eliminate some immigration benefits. But the biggest thing I can see is delays, immigration delays, more admin processing, 221G stuff, and things like that. So that's the big thing that I see. We've got Bodan on YouTube on video.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Where are you from, and what's your question?
Yeah, I'm originally from Ukraine, but I think I've already asked the question. So here's my story, like long story short. So basically, almost 10 years ago, I came here and I applied for asylum. And I'm still waiting. It's been almost 10 years. Nothing actually happened. So I didn't have interview. It's just like pending. And like 3-4 years later, my mom, she got a green card. So we applied for the family reunion. And we got our I-130 approved. So now my, what it's called, the date, the
priority date.
Priority date is like July 2018.
Okay.
So I'm trying to understand, because when I applied for my asylum, I was like 2 months past my J1 visa that I had at that time.
Okay.
So
you overstayed 2 months, right?
I think so, but at the same time, it was like within the 1 year since I crossed the border. So
right. So you want to know if you can adjust your status in the future, right?
I'm trying to understand, because here's like the second part of my question. I talked to another lawyer, and he told me, since I'm from Ukraine, he advised me to apply for a temporary protected status that I did earlier this year. And he told me that it might work, that if I get this TPS, so I can try, and if I get it, and kind of, like overlap the absence of that pending status, so I can do my adjustment of status here in the US. I wanted to ask you if it's possible, if it's like a working thing, or it's just like
it might be possible. Like I said, those cases are really case by case. It depends on what happens when we file application, how the office is going to look at it. It might be possible. The fact that you have a TPS will be helpful, because we think TPS people will be able to get options to adjust in the future. So you might be one of them, right? So to tell you if it's going to be 100%, I don't know. But it's definitely better than not having it. Let's put it this way.
Okay, and there's not like such like an official rule that it can be like a status, like an official status to overlap that.
We're waiting right now for that regulation for TPS. It might happen at some point.
Got it.
All right.
So
let's
try
keep
my
following
best
the updates, and obviously I will let you know once we have some news. But to summarize it, you're not going to be in a bad spot by applying for TPS.
Okay, yeah, but I already did, so I'm still waiting, and hopefully I get some results. Like
hopefully you'll be able to adjust. Many of the TPS are waiting for that same thing that you want.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for your help.
So really good questions here. Let's take a few more on TikTok. Really good questions here. If you're the petitioner for your husband and now you're unemployed, can this green card get denied? So this is a good question, and it comes up to what I started telling you in the beginning of the live stream, is that we have big changes to the adjustment of status rule. The 485 is changing. One of the reasons why they're changing it is because they want to add more protections and questions for affidavit of support. If you don't make enough money, thanks, Zach, appreciate it, then you can have a co-sponsor. Let's put it this way. So it's not going to impact your green card. It's not going to get denied. As long as you have a co-sponsor or an opportunity to supplement your income, then you'll be fine. How would you invite parents in states for visit visa? You have to, they have to apply for a tourist visa, and you can invite them as their child. Can we apply for EB3 if our asylum is in processing? So listen, guys, you can apply for EB3 or any other EB category from asylum as long as you apply for the asylum within the period that you were in legal status. If you're already unlawfully present in the United States, applying for EB3 is not going to help you because you're going to have to leave the country and then you're going to be denied entry. Does it make sense? I'm a conditional green card. Question from YouTube. I'm a conditional green card and my green card will expire in August. When can I file for removal? You have to file for removal 90 days before it expires. So 90 days before August would be in May, right? So you can apply for in May and make sure you do this correctly. All right. Today we have amazing questions. So once again, let me repeat my offer from earlier. Those of you that are coming here right now, if you're watching this on YouTube and you're watching this number on the screen, this is a special number for you guys to take advantage of the holiday special, 15% off legal services in the next 2 weeks. All you have to do is send me a text on this number and say, I saw you on the live. You did say the offer. We want to take advantage now before the new administration comes in. And I'm following you on YouTube. I want to take advantage of it. And I'm doing this for you. Those of you on TikTok can do the same thing. You go to the link in my bio. There's a phone number there. You screenshot it. You text. You say, you said on the live, you go for 15% off legal services. And I want to take advantage of this offer, or book a consultation with you. And our team members will help you set this up, right? Why not? It's holidays. The whole point is to help people, right? All right, let's see who else is ready to go live on YouTube, on TikTok, and then we're gonna add some guys from YouTube who are waiting patiently. But now we have I can't read your name. Moed. And
yeah. Hi.
hi, and where are you from? And what is your question? And happy holidays.
Happy holidays. I'm originally from Ethiopia, but I live in Oregon right now.
Okay.
My question is, so I applied for my EAD renewal about 6 months ago.
Is it based on marriage or employment?
Asylum.
Asylum. Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah. So which qualifies for like automatic renewal, I believe, for like 500 and something days.
Okay.
But also my employer is planning. They submitted the paperwork for labor, like to sponsor my green card.
EB3?
Just straight the green card one, I believe so. Yeah.
EB3. It has to be. Okay.
Yeah. So, but that's a different employer that's trying to sponsor me. But my current employer, since I don't have the physical card that says that my work permit is, not expired, they're saying we might have to let you go. And I provided that letter and all that. So I was just wondering if you have other clients that are going through this, and if you have any
I do.
advice.
I do. And basically what happens in those situations when the work permit is expiring and the employer has to make a judgment call, it really depends on the employer, right? You're gonna have to work with your employer to show them what you're doing. They have to be flexible. Some of them will put you on a temporary leave. Others will find other ways. If they really want you, they're gonna find a way to do it, because the law is very flexible in this area, right? It's really up to the employer what they're gonna do here, because they know you're gonna get your card renewed. The question is when, right? So they have to be flexible if they want to keep you. I have some employers who are doing different tactics. They're putting you on leave. They're finding a way to put you on kind of like an extended vacation, or they defer your pay after you come back. So there are many things they can do if they want to keep you. The question is how far they are willing to go, right? So yeah. So yeah.
From your experience, I guess, I don't know. Like, I was just wondering.
Also, what I would do if I were you, I would try to expedite this work permit based on employment necessity. Have the employer provide a letter saying that if this work permit is not approved in the next 45 days, she might lose her job. It's her livelihood. In some cases, they will approve it based on that. All right? I would try that. If you haven't tried it, do it now. Okay?
That's good advice. Thank
Yes.
you so much.
Of course.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
That's what we're here for, trying to give you the best advice. And because, like I say, you guys have been here supporting our community. The YouTube community has been around for 8 years, TikTok since 2020. And, we try to give back as much as we can. And this time I'm coming here to let you know that you can use the discount on legal services, 15% off, by using the special text number that we created for this live stream. Let's see if we have Daniel here. The order of people waiting in the room is a little bit shuffled. So whoever comes up first, I bring him on. Daniel, where are you from? And how did you get this mustache? So nice.
I don't have an answer for that second question.
No, just kidding. Tell me where you're from and what is your question. And
Sure.
for the TikTok viewers, I wish you would see Daniel has a nice nice mustache that he take care of, and you guys are missing on TikTok. Tell me the question.
Thanks for that introduction. Yeah, I'm from Colombia. I have submitted already my EV3 application. It's been a little over a year at this point. I think about 3 months ago, my case went to CRP. And, getting a little nervous about new administration coming up, extending some of these delays and stuff. So I have looked for ways to kind of like expedite my application, and I have found that reaching out to congressmen and like the White House and all that kind of stuff to ultimately do a writ of mandamus. A simple question I might have is, in order to file my writ of mandamus, do I have to go through the White House and the congressman and then ultimately, no?
No. And that's a good question. So he's asking if your case is delayed significantly, right? You've been waiting. How long have you been waiting?
Over a year.
Over a year, right? And we know it's outside of processing times. Do you have to go through expedite, White House, and all that before you file mandamus? The answer is no, because the simple rule of mandamus is that if your case is outside of processing and you have been denied the right to receive an answer, mandamus will solve that. You don't have to go through all these problems. If you go through those problems, it might show the judge that you have exhausted all efforts, but it doesn't mean that you have to do it, right? In a recent mandamus case we did, the applicant didn't do any of that. The application was severely delayed, kind of like yours. And as a result, he lost a lot of things. He lost his job. He lost housing. I added those things to the mandamus, and that was better than showing that he filed the White House. You know what I mean? So if we can show the damage that you're getting right now because of the delay, I think your mandamus will be strong enough.
Okay.
And just so you know, right now, mandamus cases are being adjudicated in 45 days, and we believe that it will continue through next year sometime. We don't know how Trump change will make it, but right now we're getting results within 45 days on all mandamus cases. Now, what does it mean, results? It doesn't mean that they're going to approve your case. It means they're going to give us an answer, right? So if you want an answer on your case, that's what we do.
Good. Awesome.
So if you want to help with your case, my friend, just send me a text and say, I was the guy from Colombia with the mandamus, and then we'll figure out, we'll reevaluate your case, make sure that it's a fit, and then we'll do it.
Awesome. Can I ask just one simple thing extra?
Yes.
My employer is actually based in a different state than the one I'm currently in. I moved to New York for my master's. So I'm doing, in the waiting in between, I'm doing a master's. So it just makes me a little bit nervous to move forward while I'm still living in a different state that my sponsor is currently based. So do you have any thoughts on that? Like if I file a mandamus?
If you file a mandamus, they're not going to question anything until they make a decision. The decision could be a request for evidence, right? And at that point, you need to have all the evidence to show that you qualify for the case. So before we file a mandamus, we'll align our positions together and decide when should we file it, whether after you move or before. That's part of the strategy we'll discuss.
Okay.
Right? All right?
Okay.
Thanks,
All right.
Daniel.
Thank
So
you,
yeah, feel
Jacob.
free. I'd love to help you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Friend. And so like I said, if your case is severely delayed, if you feel that you qualify for mandamus, they are being really fast right now with processing these cases, and I would definitely explore that option. let's see, my EB3 unskilled PD is October 2023. How long it will take to become current? Remember that if you are filing a green card based on EB3, other workers or unskilled, it's really, really slow right now. And I've done a video about the visa bulletin today. It will be published probably by tomorrow or Thursday. And the point is that it's going very slow for employment-based immigration, the green cards, because there's a limit. So if you're EB3, you're going to have to wait a long time. So consider other options, and there are many other options. Mr. Leno, do you think Trump will give permanent residence to students next year? That's a good question. So Trump said that he's going to give green cards to all students that are graduating. My position on that, it's not going to happen. Why is it not going to happen? Because if you think about it, to get a green card, you must have a quota. We already don't have a quota for EB3. We are behind on EB2. How is he going to give green cards to students? Under what category, right? Even if you will give green cards to students, they're going to have to wait years to be able to get those green cards because of the backlog. So it doesn't make sense what he's saying. If he wants to help students, he needs to create a separate work permit, which he can do through an executive order. Let's call it F6, for example. He's going to say, as soon as you graduate from university, you'll get the F6 visa. You'll be able to work for 5 years. And then after 5 years, you can apply for a green card. That makes more sense, right? Because he can create this visa, executive order. The visa doesn't take any quota for anyone. It gives the right to work for students right away. They can create jobs, contribute to our economy, and after 5 years, they can apply for a green card. That makes more sense. If he's whether he's gonna do that, who knows? More people are waiting to go live on TikTok. Let's see who is ready here. We've got Miss Martinez, I think, on TikTok. Going, Miss Martinez?
Yeah.
Hi. Where are you from and what is your question? And if you have video, feel free to put your video on, since it's a video platform. There she is. There she is.
From Mexico.
Okay.
My grandmother applied for residence for me and my mother. I was 8 years old in 2001.
Okay.
Now I do have the paperwork that when they applied, it was the I-130.
Okay.
I think the application. But I see in that one that it's for unmarried child over 21, right?
Okay.
So my mother got married after that. We have over 20 years waiting.
Okay.
So does that disqualify me?
So if she got married, her category moved to a different category, right? At that point.
Okay.
So we'll have to look at what category it is. When did you get married? Your mother?
No, my mother got married like 2 years ago.
Okay. So it could bump her category. I don't know if they know about it yet, but at some point, if they find out, it might change the wait time. So the best thing to do is look at the original I-130 date, look at when she got married. We have to look at the dates at the time when she got married and determine if she did in fact change category. Because if she did, MVC must be updated. That might change the wait time for all of you guys.
Okay. Yeah, she's already in a visa U, so I think she'll get.
If she's on a visa U, she's going through a whole different process, which is good. But if you're talking about that green card specifically, that's going to be a different situation.
But that leaves me in the limbo. I'm not sure what's going to happen exactly with me.
Well, I mean, with you, it means that you won't be able to qualify under the original category, but you might be able to qualify under something else, right?
Okay.
So
and then that part about this, my grandma even already passed away. So that kind of.
that's a whole different story, because now you don't even have a petitioner anymore, right? Now, there might be somebody else who can substitute that. There's a new law. There's a law that allows, if a petitioner dies, you can substitute with a different one, like a sibling, like her mother could be, or an aunt, right? You know what? I suggest just send me a text. Let's set up a consultation, discuss this, and figure out what we can do, if anything, right? Because when did she pass away?
She passed away in 2017.
Okay. So
Yeah, probably 2001. So
yeah, no, I understand. So let's see if there's a possibility to substitute a sponsor. If yes, great. If not, then we'll look for other options. Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. I mean, like I said, immigration law is so complex. Sometimes the rules change. We also have to stay up to date. You know, it's crazy. It's fascinating at the same time, but it's also crazy. Let's take another question from YouTube, and then we'll end the live stream here on YouTube. We'll stay a few more minutes on TikTok, and I know I have another consultation coming up. I don't want to miss the consultation with my client. So we got to be diligent. I've been divorced before and didn't get anything from my first divorce. I want to file again now with a new marriage. Is that possible? Absolutely. If you didn't file before, but now you're married, it doesn't matter that you were married before. You can still do it. In fact, yeah, as long as there was no fraud, we can still do it. Winsley, Sterling, Ashraf, I know you guys are waiting to get on video. I might not be able to get you today, but I will be back live again on Thursday around the same time, and I'll go back because I don't want to miss my consultation with the client. It's not fair for the client. We always have to keep our clients in priority, especially if they booked and they took the time of the day to stay with us. I'll be scheduling a consultation with you this week. Appreciate it. Once again, if you're watching this on TikTok, go to the link in my bio. There's a phone number there. Screenshot it. Send me a text right now. Say, Jacob, I saw you on the live. I want to book with you. And take advantage of our holiday special, 15% off all immigration cases right now until December 24th. If you're watching this on YouTube, I made a special number for you guys. It's right on the screen right now. Please take advantage of this number, book your consultation, and claim 15% off. I mean, these things add up. You know, marriage case is around 4,000, 5,000. You know, green cards are anywhere from 10,000 or whatever. You know, so 15% is a big savings for the holidays, and we can pass this back to you guys only because you were live here. You took 170 people on YouTube, 130 on TikTok. You know, you're not sitting at home watching Netflix. You're here with me right now, working on your future in immigration, and I appreciate that, and that's the reason why I give back to you guys. So my friends on YouTube, I'll end the stream right now. I'll be back on Thursday around the same time, around 4 p.m. or so. So I'll see you there. And please, like I said, please send me a text and let's connect together. Have a beautiful night, my friends.